All right, we're ready to begin with Arkansas. We'll ask Coach Calipari for some general thoughts on the game. Then we'll take questions just for the student athletes, and then we'll excuse them back to the locker room and finish up with Coach. And we have some remote microphones. Raise your hand if you have a question. And before you ask your question, if you will identify yourself and the media outlet that you represent. Coach?
At this point, you want to win games. I'll look at the tape and figure out. But I just thought we got tentative and was trying to get out of the gym. You can't play that way. And we have a bunch of guys that compete and did what they had to win the game, so I'm happy. Would you like to have it a big score? Yeah, but at this time of the year, everybody's fighting for their lives. And in South Carolina, in a different league, they're not, they're good. They got big guys, they got guards. I mean, this league is unforgiving.
Raise your hand if you have a question for either of the student athletes. Let's start right on the front row here in the middle.
Yeah, Anthony Christensen, Whole Hog Sports. Just DJ, you obviously hit the shot that ended your, I think it was like just about a 12-minute drought without a field goal. Just what was that play like? Just and how big was that? Just kind of going down the stretch.
It felt good. Just seeing I had the open shot, so just taking that shot. My coaches, coach and my teammates influencing all of us. Like if we got plays, make them. So I was open, so I just shot it. And I knew how my teammates and my coaches had confidence in me to take that shot. So it went in, and that's what happened.
Okay, next question in the back on the left.
Ty Richardson, ESPN Arkansas. Jonas, you talked about your health and just how much better you've been playing because of your foot and just coming back on that. Post-wise, South Carolina got to you guys last time. How much did you want to establish dominance early in that first half?
Real early. We know they kind of punked us last game in front of their home crowd. So coming into the tournament, knowing we want to win as many games as we can, get to the championship, you just had to dominate as soon as we saw them.
Your next question on the right. Ian.
Hey, DJ, John Huang, NOLA Media. When the regular season ends and the postseason begins, the pressure levels really ratchet up. Can you talk about how you felt going out on the court today and then the difference between the pressure at Arkansas and the pressure last year at Kentucky?
I feel like, we was all excited just to come out here and play and just, I feel like we was very prepared. We was all ready for the moment. So, we excited for the postseason. I feel like when it comes to pressure and stuff like that, it's all about just working. I feel like when you work, it kind of gets rid of the pressure because, you worked on certain stuff and you worked on a lot of stuff. And, Coach always influenced us to go out there and play free. So that kind of takes the pressure away when you just going out there and making sure you're playing free and having fun.
Next question on the left in the back.
Thank you. For TJ and Jonas, Evan Camico, Pig Trail Nation. You guys ended the first half on an 11-0 run. How important was that stretch of play for you guys heading into the second half?
Really important. We try and get out in transition as much as we can, get stops, get out in transition. I feel like that helped us a lot. And then when we got up, like Coach said, we got tentative, so we can't do that next game. And then we get up like that, just keep going at them every single time.
We knew coming in, they're a great team. Every team in this tournament is a great team. So just to be able to make that run, it was good for us going into the half, feeling good. But, we knew we had to fight the whole game because they're a great team and, we knew they wasn't going to quit. And that's what they did. They kept fighting. So, we had to play 40 minutes.
Other questions? Raise your hand. Let's go to the third row on the right.
Frank Farinas with the Arkansas Traveler. DJ, the SEC is projected to send 13 teams to the NCAA tournament this year. How has playing in a conference this gritty and tough prepared the team for the cutthroat nature of the March Madness tournament?
I feel like this prepared us a lot. I feel like we just blessed and we grateful to be able to play in this conference. That's what you dream of, to compete against the best of the best. And, that's what we've been doing all year. Every game is not easy at all. So, that's something we know, just staying prepared, knowing that no game is going to be easy. And I feel like it's prepared us for postseason a lot because every game in postseason is not going to be easy. It's like everybody playing for their life. So,
next question down the front row.
Connor Goodson, hogsports.com. Jonas, first half you finished 14 points. Second half didn't score at all. Was it something that South Carolina did, or was it the foul trouble that kind of kept you out of your groove?
No, I just wasn't being aggressive, looking for my shot as much as I was in the first half. I definitely got to do better with that. Tell my teammates where I want the ball, be more aggressive on the offensive end in the second half for sure.
Next question in the middle, front row.
Yeah, Jonas, last game, Nick Pringle had 18 points against you guys, just 3 today. Just kind of being on the inside, just defensively, what did you guys kind of do differently to prevent him from getting those looks?
We knew to clog up the paint a lot, and we knew the bigs last game, they combined for 56 points. We didn't want that to happen again because that was really embarrassing. So we had everybody pretty much show their body and throw them off a little bit. So I'm glad we did better for sure.
Next question in the back, in the middle.
Ty Richardson, ESPN Arkansas. DJ, you've scored in double figures 6 of the last 7 games. I know Coach Payne talked about this week, kind of slowing down and talking to you a little bit. What do you think in your mind has been the key to heating up, not just scoring-wise, but especially from downtown?
Really just going out there, playing with a free mind, playing aggressive, just really taking whatever the defense gives me. And my teammates helped me a lot, just finding me on open plays. Like last year I hit in this game, that was for my teammates swinging the ball to me. So a lot of that, just shooting open shots and just being confident in making them and just playing aggressive. My coaches influencing me to play aggressive and just go out there and play. So I feel like that's what it really is. My teammates helped me, making it easier for me to make the right play because they getting open and stuff like that. So I feel like that's really what it's been.
We have time for one more question for the student athletes. Anyone? All right, we'll excuse you. You can return to the locker room.
Thank you all.
All right, we'll continue on with Coach Calipari. If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll start right on the front row in the middle.
Yeah, John, in the last 3 wins, I think Texas, Mississippi State, and now today, you guys had double-digit leads in the second half that were cut down to single possessions. Just, is that something that's a concern for you lately, or, yeah.
Well, first of all, you got to say, geez, you got up double figures on all those teams. And what's happened is it kind of tells you that we're still in the process of getting better. Did we win all those games? Yes. We figured out how to win them. Did we let people back in the game with a chance to beat us? Yes, all of them. Now we just, it's that time of year where you're going to show some tape and just say, was this necessary? Was this necessary? Let's not beat ourselves. But this team, let me tell you that whether it's individuals who were in a dark place, whether it was our team, we start 0-5, some of it was scheduled, some of it was us. And these kids stayed together. Then we have an injury. It starts with an injury to Jonas where he has to have an operation and be out 4 months. Nelly falls off a golf cart and hurts his wrist, shooting hand. Then you have another kid flip off a scooter, out. Another kid, concussion, out 4 months. Boogie goes down right before our game with Georgia, 2 days before, and now Aidoo. And this team has withstood all of it. And I'm telling them, the rest of their lives, you're going to be able to look back knowing individually they were in a dark place. You walk through it. Yes, we had to keep building guys up, and yes, we had to keep coaching and individuals and all that stuff. But we're not on the court with them. They're out there. And Nelly missed a layup and then came back and made all the free throws. Well, a little while ago, he'd have missed the layup and missed the 2 free throws. He's walked through the fire, and all these kids have. And all I know is we're playing our best basketball. We're letting people back in the game, still winning. But let's see, there was other teams we played we put away. We got up and then put them away, and they never had a chance. Some of the others, and the other thing, last thing on this, they're all good teams. One kid had 40 points against us, Texas. Johnson, and I mean, he made every basket 5, 6 in a row. It's going to close the game, make it closer. But proud of these kids, really. Bunch of good kids, too. We got to get Z going, though. Z's got to play, and I'm telling you, it's not defense or offensively. Defend and rebound and do those things so we can get you back on track offensively. Because if we want to win, he's going to have to be a part of this.
Other questions? Let's go to the second row here in the middle.
Sam Hutchins, Clarion Ledger. Does this win in your mind make the NCAA tournament a certainty?
I don't know. I'm not in the room.
All right, next question. Do you have one next to last row back there? And then we'll go to the far back on the left. Go ahead.
John, either of the guys that are out right now, do you expect either Boogie or Aidoo to have any chance to come back this season, or are they done for the
Depends
season?
on how far we advance.
Not in this tournament, though.
Not in this tournament. But we advance a couple weeks, maybe.
Coach Ty Richardson, ESPN Arkansas. Looked like the last free throw you kind of embraced, Nelly. Was the intent to
Which
miss
I've
it?
done that before. You're up 3 and there's 2 seconds to go. Miss it. By the time they get it, there's a second. Now, the other side of that is what if they throw one deep and bank it in? But I've done it before, so I do some unconventional stuff. And he banked it in, and I was like happy. I told him, good, I'm glad you banked it in. But he listened to me. He tried to miss it. He shot it flat and banked it in. It's kind of like being up 6 with like 18 seconds, 20 seconds. You're up 6. How about your foul? Because what are they coming down trying to do? Shoot a 3. Foul. Now it's a 4-point game and it's 12 seconds. Get it in, you're back to 6. Do you foul again? Maybe not. Maybe so. Fouling up 6, it's not conventional, but it's, things that make a difference sometimes.
Go ahead.
Hey, John, Neil McCready, Rivals.com. You guys haven't played Ole Miss since January the 8th or 9th, something like that. Is there anything you can take from that game, or has the season changed so much that this is kind of a new season?
Well, my team is different. I got totally a different team, and they've played well all year. Chris has done a fabulous job. It'll be a hard game for us.
Got time
It was
for
a
two-
long time ago. It was the second game of the year.
Got 2 more questions. We'll take one right here, and then we'll go to the middle, I think, on the left side.
Hey, John Huang, NOLA Media. This is one of the most anticipated SEC tournaments, maybe ever. And yet it seems like your thoughts on the tournament haven't really changed a whole lot. If I heard you correctly, you said you couldn't care less about it. And I guess my question is, if you don't care...
It's not quite. So every tournament we go in, we're doing it for one reason. We want to win games to build up our seed. Now, along the way, for a guy that does not care about conference tournaments, I'm guessing it's 15 or 16. So if you don't care, the kids don't care, no one cares, then I'm a magician. So how about maybe you're taking the pressure off the kids? That this is just another thing for us to get better and improve ourselves. And then along the way, you know what? You're reaching for stars, you grab a moon, and all of a sudden you're standing there with the trophy. So yeah, it matters. We got to play. Now, there was another coach in this league that said, I'm not sure I really want this tournament because last year we got a guy hurt in it. I'm not sure how I feel. You're going to ask him that same question, aren't you? And his team was one of the best teams in this league because he's saying, we got a chance to win the national title. And this league has been a meat grinder. Is it going to be any different here? No. We want to win every game we play. But I don't need the kids, we got to do this. You don't. You don't. There's the next tournament. And then you win it anyway. It'd be nice to win it again. I don't know exactly how many of those we've won. How many? I know somebody told me 87 tournament games for a guy that doesn't care. I think it is. I don't know. You'll have to look. They tried to tell me yesterday. I don't know. And I think it's about almost 80% win. For a guy that doesn't care, there should be a lot of guys not caring. But anyway, last question, because I got to go.
Trevor Denton, Way 31. Just how is DJ handled the scoring load with all the injuries you guys have dealt with this season?
Doing better. He's really working, and he's in the gym and spending extra time, and he's shooting the ball so much better. But the other stuff seeps in sometimes. These kids, they're not machines. They're not robots. They're the ups and downs of this. And my job as a leader of this, when I see a guy, he's doing this, probably get him out and talk to him. You're going to be all right. Get yourself together. And that's what we try to do. Appreciate it, guys.